Well, grab your jacket, get your keys, find that record you please. It's Johnny G's Vinyl Treasure Show. Go, Johnny G, go. Find that rare one you never know at Johnny G's Vinyl Treasure Show.
Well, hello, everybody, and welcome to Vinyl Treasures. I'm your host, Johnny G, John Galindo, coming to you live on this Sunday evening here only on YouTube. Feels like I never left, right? No, it's kind of like a continuation of the Saturday night show. I want to welcome you to the March 22nd, 2026 Vinyl Treasure Show on this rainy evening here in New York City. And I want to welcome everybody into the chat room there. Got a decent crowd here tonight. We opened up the show, actually a suggestion by Larry Neal. Okay, Larry Neal Wax Museum. And this instrumental band out of Los Angeles, California, you know their big #1 hit from 1958, a song called Tequila. Okay, a big hit for the group. This is on Gene Autry's Challenge record label. Tequila was their first... wait a minute. Yeah. Tequila was their first release, I think. This was their third release, okay, that Larry recommended, called Midnighter. And this did peak at number 94 on the Billboard Hot 100. And this from April of 1958. And who is this? Chuck Rio. He was kind of like the leader of the group. But there you go, April 58, The Champs on Challenge Records, a song entitled Midnighter. That's what we're going to do here on this Sunday night show. We're going to be here till about midnight. It was interesting because KKSM, they put on my last Sunday night show, which was just about 3 hours, I think in 4 minutes or something. So they go over a little bit, but they had the entire show there, which I thought was pretty interesting. But anyway, so let's pick it up from 1958. I have some bonus tracks that I interjected here into the program. One, a couple records could be considered also collector corner items. When I say that, I mean, even though lots of the records that I play here are not that easy to come by, but some are like hard to find, and they usually go for lots of money, or they're big priced items that I have picked up much earlier in my collecting career. But let's open it up with this cool tune. Now, the lead singer of the Valiants, many of you know who he is. His name is Billy Storm. He would leave the Valiants in 1958 and embarked on a solo career. He would team up with the Squires, the Squires, who backed him up on releases he had on Dice and Deck. And interesting to note that the orchestra on this 45 is directed by Neely Plum, who later would have some platinum-selling movie soundtracks with The Sound of Music, and like Bye Bye Birdie and some other things, Good, the Bad, the Ugly, True Grit, and others. But I think the Squires are backing him up on this tune. They're not mentioned on the label, but this is from July of 1958. We open up the vocal portion with Billy Storm on the Barbary Coast label, and the song is called The Way to My Heart. Here is our vocal opener, Billy Storm.
Show you the way to my heart, and I'm hoping that we'll never, ever, 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 ever part. Whoa, let me show you the way to my love, with the stars shining way up there above. Let me show
Johnny G getting caught right off the bat here, but there you go. That is a cool opener. I got to say, when I was a young collector, like I have some young collectors in the chat room there, and I didn't know anything. I didn't know anything about this music except what my aunt had in her collection. And she had like Skip and Flip and the Cleftones and the Valentines and the Cadillacs and things like that, but she didn't have many West Coast things. I mean, she liked Night Owl by Tony Allen and, of course, Earth Angel, but not a lot of the West Coast stuff was available here on the East Coast. And so when you're a young collector like I was in my teens, I would write down all these records that I liked, that all these, these more seasoned collectors were doing on the radio shows. They did these collector shows like on WHBI. So I'm like, I'm never going to find these records ever. Okay, I says, where am I going to find these records? And I wasn't making any money, and I'm looking what the prices were. And at the time, the records were, at that time, maybe $20 and $30. I'm like, I can't afford to spend $30 on all these records. But I was in high school, and then I got into college, and once I started to make some bucks, Then it got a little bit easier. But it's not so easy, though, if you get married and you have a family, unless you have a lot of money, okay, to spend. Usually you don't have disposable income to put on to collect original vinyl. You don't. But there were a few, and it was funny because, at least in my age, there were it was Greg Surik and myself. He was a year older than me. Okay, so he would have been 68. I'm 67 now. So we were really buying, the youngest people at the time buying records, at least that I knew of here locally. And he would spend a lot of money, and he didn't have a full-time job. I did. So it became a little bit more easier to me. But, listen, Barbara didn't want to get married 10 years ago, so I said, all right, so this is how we'll be. I'll spend money on my records instead. That's what I did. But that's a cool tune there, July 1958. That's Billy Storm and the uncredited Squires backing him up on that. The Way to My Heart is through records, yes, on the Barbary Coast record label. Anyway, let's start with the requests here. We're going to begin in 1958. That was a record. Actually, the first two records we heard were from 1958. But let's go to Columbus, Ohio now. With this particular record, there was small quantity found, I think, on this record, so I was able to get this early in my collecting career. But this is a request for listener Paul Michel, okay, and with the group had their first release on the Esta label, and at that time they were called the Columbus Pharaohs, and that's not an easy record to find, okay? It took me a long time to, actually, it was Spence that got me a nice copy of that one. But the song was called Give Me Your Love, which would subsequently be issued on Howard Ransom's Ransom label as the Four Pharaohs. But Paul requested their second release on the label. And let's see. There's a typo on this. It says, it doesn't say Ransom, it says Ranson, R-A-N-S-O-N, okay, versus Ransom. And it's another excellent tune. It features Morris Wade on lead by request for Paul Michel, October 1958. Here are the Four Pharaohs and their tune called Pray for Me. Here you go. Paul Michel for you, the Four Pharaohs.
Pray for me, so I'll return home to live happily. Oh, my darling, pray for me, so I'll return home to thee. Safe and free. Now, darling, pray for me. You know I love you and always will. Now, darling, tell me that you're thrilled. Our love can last as long as we're free. Even after there's no water in the sea. Pray for me, so I'll return home safe and free. Oh, my darling, pray for me, so I'll return safe
Okay, there you go. There you go. By request for listener Paul Michelle. That's a great sound. The Four Pharaohs, a great group. Morris Wade and the Four Pharaohs, October 1958. That's their second release, I guess we'll call it, second overall release on the Ransom, should be Ransom Records, a song entitled Pray For Me. Their next one is really hard to find, which I do have in the collection. It was actually someone by the name of Pizza Joe had that record that I don't know who he was saving it for. I think for Jerry Diaz, but it turns out that Greg Surik said, Johnny, I got to get this record for you. And he was somehow he got that record from him, and I ended up getting it. That's how that one went. I didn't know some of these characters out there. You know, there were a few people that would call me from the West Coast, like Eddie Estrada. I don't know what happened to Eddie, but he would call me. I used to deal with Ripley, who has since passed away, unfortunately. I never really met the Mariano brothers? I used to deal with he sold me needles for my record players, my first record players. We were communicating back and forth. I forget, he had a record store, and he would send me his lists. I think I requested his list, but there weren't a lot of like doo-wops on there. Record Limited was another one I used to deal with out on the West Coast. Ray LeBeau, or LeBeau, I think was another guy when he was selling out. So I'm trying to think of some other people out on the West Coast possibly. Why are we talking about the West Coast here? Anyway, let us continue here. We are in the 1958 block. Let's fill a request now for Amy King in our YouTube chat room, as this group is out of Hollywood, California, believe it or not. They recorded 2 for the Brunswick record label. This was their first, This was their first, written by the lead singer of the group. His name is Robert Draper Jr., and this record did chart nationally. This charted number 62 on Cashbox, 51 on Billboard, and number 16 on the Billboard R&B charts. This is from October 1958. Let's give a listen to The Accents. The Accents on Brunswick Records for Amy King in our YouTube chat room. She is Johnny G's chat moderator, and the tune is called Wiggle Wiggle. Here you go, Amy, for you, The Accents.
You don't have to be pretty, you don't have to wear fine clothes. All you gotta do is just walk along and wiggle where it shows the most. Some girls are born with beauty and others have fine clothes, but they think about their beauty and they forget to go to wiggle where it shows the most. Some folks believe in beauty, fine clothes and everything. You can put a wiggle in a chemise sack and really make the people scream. Now listen to me, little girl, you as cute as you can be, but forget all about your beauty, girl, and just wiggle, wiggle, wiggle for me.
As listen, Johnny G is multitasking here, and I'm getting caught is what I'm doing. I always get caught here on the live thing. I'm multitasking here. I have nobody to help me. I asked Barbara to come into the. She couldn't. I wouldn't let her cue the records. I have to cue all the records. She couldn't do it. So I said, why don't you come here and help me do it? But she says, you're on too late. I can't come. But anyway, so there you go. That one there going out to Amy King in our YouTube chat room. That's the sound of the Accents from October 1958 on the Brunswick record label. That is their first of two. And that featured Robert Draper Jr. on lead. Wiggle, Wiggle is the name of that tune. And let's see here. They would have one more release on the Coral label in 1959, which I do have in the collection. Pretty sure I have that. Johnny G here on a Sunday. We're close. I think I am like 13. I think I'm 13 subscribers away from 4,000 subscribers. I thought I might be able to do it last night, but let's try to do it tonight. I want to get to 4,000 subscribers. So if you have not yet subscribed, you got to be in the chat room. So if you're not signed in, well, I should say you have to have a YouTube account. So if you have a YouTube account, you can click subscribe. I mean, you don't have to click, you want all notifications. You can just click the subscribe and get me up to 4,000, because they rarely block this show, although I had a problem with last night's show where I'm starting to mark down Wet Records, and something's going on with the Old Town label, and I don't know who or what owns it. So when I went to the YouTube site to look for the show, it wasn't there. And this was about 1 o'clock or so, possibly. I didn't see it, because it's usually there immediately. So I said, what is the record that is blocked all over? And it was the Solitaires, Walking Along. That record I cannot play. I'm going to have to test that record next time I play it. But Charlene told me she went back to check all the other shows that I've featured that record on before, and the shows were blocked, or that song is muted. So what I have to do is I have to mute that song, and then the video is posted up. But the chat is the chat evaporates because they resave the file. So that's one of the other ones. So I can't play two records on the Old Town label, at least at this point. I can't play Robert and Johnny, We Belong Together, which is a great record, and I can't play the Solitaires. I can play their other records, but I can't play that one. So go figure. Anyway, let us continue here. Let's fill a request now for Charles Liebman, and you all know this group from Queens, New York. The group included Charles Baskerville, Clarence Henry Bassett Jr., Johnny Jackson, Ronnie Woodhall, and lead singer Ronald Cuffey. Collectively, they were known as the Videos. They had a big hit. Well, I wouldn't say a big hit. We'll say their biggest hit, at least was played here in the New York area, a song called Trickle Trickle, came out on the Casino record label, their first of two. And Charles requested the B-side of the 45, which is just a tremendous ballad that features Ronald Cuffey on lead. So let's go to July of 1958 by request for Charles Liebman. These are the Videos on the Casino label. It's called Moonglow, Here are the Videos.
Moonglow, 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 moonglow. Where is he tonight? You know, I love her so. Didn't treat her right, I know. Tell me what I must know. but I didn't listen to my heart. But now I find she's supposed to be mine, but it's too late. She's got a new start.
B-sides here on the Vinyltreasure show. There you go. That one there going out to Charles Liebman. That is the B-side to Trickle Trickle, as done by the Videos there. Song entitled Moon Glow, You Know, July 1958. The first of two on the Casino record label. That is with Ronald Cuffey. He's the lead singer on that. George Goldner would distribute this record nationally, okay, eventually. But this is the true first press without the nationally distributed by Gone. It's a nice copy, too. I forget where I got that from. But that's a record that I would hear on the Gus Gossard show. I knew Trickle Trickle from that Blast LP. That my aunt used to buy a lot of compilation LPs, and I think it was one with the Clay Cole was on the cover. It was on Blast Records. I don't know what there were like good records on there, and Trickle Trickle was on that, but not that side. But that is a cool record. That one brings me back to when I was, young on the oldies scene. Let us continue here, and let's fill a request for Bill Schmaltz in our YouTube chat room. Now this could probably qualify as a collector corner record because this is a rare 45. The first time I heard this really was when Ronnie I used this as a theme song to one of his shows. I forget which one. I don't know if I put it down. Yeah. First time I heard this was a theme song to Ronnie I's. It was the R&B Party when he was on WNYE. And I said, I'm never going to find an original of this. Okay, let alone the true first press of this, which Greg did not have. He had the Holland. A lot of the guys that have this record have it on the Holland label. But I got this, I won this off of eBay at a decent price, believe it or not. But I had the bootleg for years and years. I bought the bootleg from, I think it was Disco Disc was the store that I bought it from. I think they had like special they had different, but they would use like 79 cents a piece, I think, for specials they would have. I would have my mother write a check to Disco Disc, and they would mail me the records. But this group hails from Harlem, New York, and according to Louis Silvani, they initially recorded as the Sparks on the Hill label in 1957. Gordon Skagberg played the Sparks today, if you were listening. But they would change their name to the Lollipops. I think that's kind of a corny name to kind of call your group, though, I think. But anyway, I'm playing it on the True First Press, which came out in May of 1958, and 6 months later, it would be issued on the Holland label. So let's go to, let's fill a request for Bill Schmaltz in our YouTube chat room. Here are the Lollipops from May 1958. I thought I had a lead singer on this. I thought I did. It's on Universal International. That's the label I'm featuring, and the song is called Believe in Me. Here you go, Bill, for you, the Lollipops.
Believe in me.
There you go. That one there going out to Bill Schmaltz in our YouTube chat. Don't look for an original on that. That's hard. That record is hard on either the Holland label, which is the second label, or the first label, Universal International. Those are the Lollipops May 58 release. Believe in Me is the name of the tune. And there's another, I have another record on this label by Ann Weldon. It's a great tune with a group backing her up. I wonder if it's those guys. I don't know. Johnny G here on a Sunday. If you are new to the program, please consider subscribing. We got to get up to 4,000 subscribers. That's what we got to do. That's what I want to do. But you got to be signed into YouTube. If you're not, it's not going to work. So if you are in the chat room, you can subscribe. You got to go to my page and hit that subscribe button. Now, if you don't remember, it should say subscribe, because if you hit it again, you're going to unsubscribe. Don't do that. But let us continue here. We are in the 1958 block. Let's fill a request for listener Mike Sape, and he wants to send this tune out to all the chatters in Johnny G's Vinyl Treasure chat room as we go back to Los Angeles, California. And let's see here. I don't know. I don't know. Is this the resung version? So I don't know if it's a... Now, wait a second. So Charlene's got information here. I don't know if this is correct, but I'm going to read it. Okay, it says that this single came out on 3 different labels. Initially, well, it was a different time period, of course, on Jack Lauderdale's Swing Time label, then on the Lucky label. I don't even know this side on there. Maybe it is. And then on John Dolphin purchased it from Swing Time. I don't think this is right, Charlene, to be honest with you. I guess this song was previously recorded by the Hollywood Flames earlier in their career, and then it was resung. I guess that's how this is. I just don't remember it. You know, since I got COVID, I can't remember anything anymore. I used to have a photographic memory, not anymore. But anyway, so I don't know. It just doesn't ring a bell with me. I know that I know they had 3 releases, like Peggy was on 3 labels and whatnot, but maybe that was a flip. I don't know. But anyway, this is the 1958 version, okay, that was re-recorded for Leona Roop's Ebb label, the tune written by Rudy Toombs. Again, David Ford on lead. Here are the Hollywood Flames by request for Mike Sape, June 58 on this one. It's called Let's Talk It Over. Maybe it is 3 times. I don't know. I'll have to check. You people in the chat room, please fill me in. Here you go, Mike.
I want to go back home. I wanna go back home to my very own. Wanna go back home. Wanna go back home.
Okay, there you go. So the way it goes, I guess, is that those are the Hollywood Flames. It's a request for listener Mike Sape, sending it out to all you chatters in the YouTube chat room. This was a June 1958 release on Leona Roop's Ebb label out of Los Angeles, California. Let's Talk It Over. They recorded it earlier in their career, probably 1954 maybe, originally, and it originally came out on Swing Time and then came out on Lucky and then finally on the Decca label. That is how. So it was previously recorded back in 1953. They re-recorded it in 58. That was like, it's not the same song that came out. Well, it did come out technically on 3 labels, but not that particular song. Johnny G trying to get it right is what I'm doing. So anyway, let us continue now. We are in the 1958 block. Let's fill a request for listener Bill Olb in New Jersey. I didn't get a chance to speak to Bill over the last couple of days. I've been busy, but I'm going to call you, Bill, tomorrow, and we're going to discuss. But this gal had several top 10 regional hits, okay, in the Newark market. She was really big in Newark, New Jersey when she was with the Baton record label. But she began recording back in 1953. She was a member of the Coleman-Airs, which I have, I think, either 1 or 2 of their records on Apollo, I think, and they're her. Okay, I have her on Timely also. I think I have 2 releases by her on Timely, and then another on a 78, I think, that she does. Her real name was Cynthia Coleman, okay, originally from Newark, New Jersey, but she would change her name to Ann Cole. Now, this was her 6th and final release on Saul Rabinowitz's Baton label, and I don't know who's backing her on this. The one that we played, I think last week, the Suburbans were backing her up, I think. I don't know if they're on here. But anyways, from July 58, and Bill Olb, he strives to give Johnny G records that a lot of people might not know, but that are good, and that is definitely a fact. This is Miss Ann Cole by request for Bill Olb in New Jersey, July 58 on Baton. It's called The Love in My Heart. Here you go, Bill, for you, Ann Cole.
So deep is the valley, so deep do I feel, so mighty the mountain, so high is the hill, but nothing is half as high or mighty, deep or new, oh, as the love that I have in my heart for you. Sunshine, so fast is the stream, but nothing is half as fast or warm, young or new. Oh, as the love that I have in my heart for you. So young is the springtime, so young is my dream, so warm is the sunshine, so fast is the stream, but nothing is half as fast or warm, young or new. Oh, as the love that I have in my heart for you. in my heart for you.
There you go, the great sound of Ann Cole and a group. I don't know who the group is. I know she sang with the Suburbans on the previous release we played, but that's her sixth and final release for Baton Records from July 1958. Ann Cole with The Love in My Heart. She's a great singer. She's got some cool tunes into the 1960s too, folks. As we continue here, if you like what Johnny G is doing, please give me a thumbs up. Tell your friends about this program. I had a bunch of new people in the chat room last night that friends recommended they tune into the show. Listen, you can watch me on the privacy of your own living rooms on your iTV. I know many of you are doing that. I think that's like a 50-50 split with my listenership, and others on the tablet and the others on the phone. And, phone, tablet, or PC is another one. But anyway, let us continue here. We are in the 1958 block. Finally found this record for you, Gary Spring. I couldn't find the other tune that you requested. I was looking for that too, but this one I had pulled already, so it saved me a little bit of time. Okay, this singer, born in Chicago, Illinois, and of course, first recording for RCA back in 1953 when he was 15 years old. Okay, but he had some hits, some pop hits on the Capitol record label beginning in 1957. I think his biggest thing, I remember seeing him, it was interesting. Anybody remember the, what is it? What's his name? Joe Franklin. You remember the Joe Franklin show? So anyway, he was like into nostalgia and all these things. So this was much later. So he's sitting there, and the people that he would have on that show would be sitting in the chair, and they would play their record, and they'd be sitting down in the chair lip syncing to their songs. And so I'm watching him, and he's lip syncing, I think, to that Teenage Crush record. But anyway, had a ton of releases on the Capitol record label. Some pop and some kind of rockabilly like this one, but there's a vocal group backing him up on this. This is his, Gary requested his 13th release on the label. Tune written by Diane Lampert and Allison DeWare. This charted number 69 on the Billboard charts from November 1958. Let's give a listen to Tommy Sands. Tommy Sands on Capitol Records for Gary Spring in Canada. It's called The Worryin' Kind. Here you go, Gary, for you, Tommy Sands.
But since I found her, I'm the worrying kind. When she's out on a date, she's always flirting with the guys. Makes me so jealous, I'm the worrying kind. Now if you ever see my baby, say I know you'll understand just why I say that I'm the worrying kind. All the guys are all around her, can't you see she's in demand? I guess you see why I'm the worrying kind. I date her once, twice, and then I get to thinking she's nice. And then we get to kissing, gee, just think what I've been missing. Now that I found her going out of my mind, although I worry about my baby, know that she's been running round. Don't wanna show her I'm the worrying kind. Oh, what's the final way that I can finally tame it down? Then I'll no longer be the worrying kind. I date her once, twice, and then I get to thinking she's nice. And then we get to kissing, gee, just think what I've been missing. Now that I find her going out of my mind, although I worry about my baby, baby know that she's been running round. Don't wanna show her I'm worrying kind. Oh, what's a finer way that I can finally tame it down? Then I'll no longer be the worrying kind. Then I'll no longer be the worrying kind. Then I'll no longer be the worrying kind. Then I'll no longer be the worrying.
Yeah, rockabilly tunes here for a Sunday evening. I got to remember Sunday. I'm so hooked into Saturday. But that one there going out to Gary Spring in our YouTube chat room. The Sound of Tommy Sands. That's his 13th release from November 58. The Worryin' Kind is the name of the tune on the Capitol record label. Now, in 1960, just 2 years later, he would end up marrying Nancy Sinatra. Okay, he was an item with Nancy Sinatra, but they would, I guess, divorce. Didn't last that long. They ended up divorcing in 1965. About the same time he signed with Liberty Records, and he kind of changed his style a little bit, okay, when he was on Liberty Records. But anyway, there you go, Gary. Rockabilly here for a Sunday evening. Let us continue now. We move into 1959. Let's go to Albany, New York now as we fill a request for Graylin, a.k.a. G-Dog, in our YouTube chat room. This group had 7 releases on Saul Rabinowitz's Baton and Sir label. I saw your comment, read that Charlene probably only put Baton. She didn't know that Baton would become Sir. I did, but she did not. But this was their 3rd release on the Baton. Wait a minute. Let's see. Okay, it says they had 7 releases on Baton and Sir. 3 came out on Baton, and their next 4 came out on the Sir label. Okay, that's how it goes. This is their 2nd on the Sir. I considered it all Baton, to be honest with you, but anyway, and 4th overall release. Okay, that's how it goes. This features Emmitt Smith on lead, not the running back for the Dallas Cowboys, okay. Emmitt Smith is on lead. This charted number 1. This was a number 1 record on WBUT in Butler, Pennsylvania. It's with Sammy Lowe and the orchestra. It's from October 59. Let's give a listen to the Fidelities. The Fidelities on the Sir label for Graylin in our YouTube chat room. It's called Walk with the Wind. Here you go, Graylin, for you, the Fidelities.
Walk with the wind, walk with the wind, walk with the wind, run with the rain, over the mountain and over the plain. Follow your heart and you will find your love. If love is strong
That's October 1959 release there for the Fidelities. Of course, the Fidelities, their big hit was a song called The Things I Love, was a big record for the group in 58. This one from October 1959 on the Sir, S-I-R record label, Walk with the Wind. That one there going out to listener G-Dog, a.k.a. Graylin. I think you asked for the flip side of that too, Graylin, for next week. We will do that. Let us continue. We are in the 1959 block. Let's fill a request now for Busta Bass. Last minute, Busta, you said you'd like to hear something by Pee Wee Kingsley and Sugar Pie DeSanto. Last minute. So I was like, well, where is my Veltone label, which I couldn't find. Of course, I have some of her early stuff, okay, on the Federal record label. Well, let me tell you, I did find this one in the box. So, and I've never played it here on the program before. Last minute, I pulled this one out. This is on Ray Dobard's Music City label. And she had, though, a long association with this Pee Wee guy. Okay, his real name, okay, was Alvin Parham. Alvin Parham was his real name. And but she was born in Brooklyn, New York. Okay, but she would relocate to San Francisco as a child, first recording as Sugar Pie with the likes of Preston Love and the Love Bugs, and also she had some duets with Henry Houston. Okay, but she would marry singer-guitarist Alvin Parham, a.k.a. Pee Wee Kingsley, in 1957. Now, he would become also her manager, too. Okay, of course, he was a band leader and a vocalist also. And they had releases, okay, on a number of labels as Sugar Pie and Pee Wee. Okay, they were recorded. They did a lot of recording for Don Barksdale's rhythm label, and he would lease a lot of those out. He put her, I think her first, her solo effort came out under her real name on the Jody label, which I do have. That's a great ballad that she does. But it was Barksdale that suggested she change her last name because her last name was Ballatin. Okay, so he said, no, you can't use that name. It's better if you change that name to DeSanto. So then she became Sugar Pie DeSanto, and that's where she got her start. But this is on Ray Dobard's Music City label, a tune written by her hubby, okay, and it features Sugar Pie DeSanto on the vocals. Let's go to October of 1959 for Pee Wee Kingsley featuring Sugar Pie DeSanto on the Music City label. This is for Busta Bass in our YouTube chat room. It's called Nickel and Nickel and a Dime. Here you go, Busta, for you.
Well, I wish that I had a nickel. Wish that I had a dime. I wish that I had some pretty little boy loving me all the time. You're so sweet, baby, you're so sweet. You're so sweet, and you can't beat. Oh, well, I wish I was an apple hanging up on a tree. Every time that you pass by, take a little bite of me. You're so sweet, baby, you're so sweet. You're so sweet, and you can't beat.
Yeah, that one there going out to Busta Bass in our YouTube chat room. That's the sound of Sugar Pie DeSanto with her hubby, okay, Pee Wee Kingsley, okay, who wrote that tune October 1959. It's on Ray Dobard's Music City record label. Nickel and a Dime is the name of the tune. He's doing lead on the flip side. The girls are you can hear her in the background, though, with some other girls backing him up on that. Anyway, let us continue here for a Sunday evening. Thank you all for being here. Please give Johnny G a thumbs up if you enjoy what you're hearing. I'll be back on Wednesday, and people shouting out soul records in my chat room. That's for the Wednesday night show, not for this show. This is late 1950s and early 1960s. I got some bonus tracks too, by the way. So stay tuned. Let's continue here in 1959. Let's go to Steubenville, Ohio. This group originally from Steubenville, Ohio, and this is a request for listener Casey Hines in Paris. They first recorded as the Buckeyes on Sid Nathan's Deluxe Records. They would change their name to the Stereos, and this is a cool record that they did. It's a label out of East Orange, New Jersey. It's called Gibraltar Records, okay? And this one came out in July of 1959. The song was written by Otis Blackwell, and this charted number 17 on KTIX in New Orleans, Louisiana from July 59. Here are the Stereos. It's with Bruce Robinson. He's the lead singer on this. The song is called A Love for Only You. This going out to Casey Hines. Here you go, Casey, the Stereos.
Please take this heart of mine before it starts to cry. It holds a love that's true. Don't turn your back on me. Please hear this humble plea. Happiness can only come through a love for only what you're doing to me. Too long my lips were sealed. Now, dear, I must reveal. I give my whole life to
like ballads, you're going to like that tune there. That's a great tune by the Stereos. They really had a lot of nice records during their career, I have to say. That when they're going out to Casey Hines in Paris, those are the Stereos. That is Bruce Robinson on lead for that one, July 1959, on the Gibraltar record label. A song entitled A Love for Only You. Johnny G's got a love for this music. I am passionate about the music, if you can tell. I am. As we continue here on the Vinyltreasure Show for a Sunday evening, let's fill a request for Mike Campbell in Florida, as he requested another Channels tune, this time on Bobby Robinson's Fury record label. Now, after the Channels release of Altar of Love, which was on Gone Records, which I have featured here, was not last week, it was the week before. That was a 1958 release. The group became disenchanted and kind of broke up. So they broke up, but after a few months, lead singer Earl Lewis met up with the original bass of the group. His name was Clifton Wright, and decided they wanted to record again. So they reunited a new revised group of Channels, and they went back into the studio recording for Bobby Robinson. The result was a great two-sided 45, and this is the A-side, we'll call it. I think this was the A-side that was played, but both sides were played on Oldies Radio as far as Johnny G is concerned, and they're both great. From January 1959, here are the Channels. The Channels on the Fury label, going out to Mike Campbell, Earl Lewis, and the Channels with their tune called Bye Bye Baby. Here you go, Mike, for you, the Channels.
Bye. Well, bye, 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 baby. Oh, I really love you so. Bye, bye, baby. Oh, I'll never, never let you go. Bye, bye, baby. Oh, I really love you so. Oh, really love you so. Bye, bye, baby. I hate to see you go.
As January 1959 release there for Earl Lewis and the Channels, Bobby Robinson's Fury record label, their tune called Bye Bye Baby. That one they're going out to Mike Campbell in Florida. Big Dave Swinger asked Johnny G about the small, I don't know the significance of the small print, Big Dave. I think it's just maybe one of the pressing plants possibly, because this logo, you see this logo, it's smaller. So I don't know why it's more expensive too. I saw it. It was actually, I didn't pay a lot of money for this one, but it's kind of weird. You know, the Fury logo is really small. I'll show you the other one that you normally see. You know, like on Kansas City and whatnot. It's got the big Fury label, the Fury logo. So this one's much smaller. So maybe it was one of the pressing plants just used a different type or something. I don't know, but it's one that is probably the one that people think is the first, but I don't know if that's really true or not. But I have it anyway, because I'm a completist, you know that, as we continue here for a Sunday evening. And let's fill a request now for Tim Doyle in Altoona, Pennsylvania. This artist, born William Edgar John, okay, in in Arkansas, okay, and was raised in Detroit, Michigan, though. And I think this is the same write-up, Charlene. I'm not going to reread this thing here. But he would sign with Sid Nathan's King record label. Okay, of course, he had a big hit in 1956 with a song called Fever, and also another big hit that he had was called Sleep. Two big hits he had on the King record label. But this is his 20th release that Tim requested. A tune written by Sonny Thompson. Okay, the song first recorded by Lula Reed. She did it first in December of Well, wait a minute. How could that be? So, see, this doesn't. This says October 59, but it says Lula Reed recorded this first in December of 59. So I don't know on the Argo label, but let's just say this. This song also came out by Lula Reed as Idle Gossip, okay? We'll say that, okay? But it says December, so I don't know what the deal is. It says October 59 as the first one. But anyway, he would change. So this song is called Let Them Talk, okay? Let's see here. Anyway, from October 59, this is going out to Tim Doyle, Little Willie John on King Records. The song is called Let Them Talk. Here you go, Tim, for you, Little Willie John. Sorry, folks.
Let them talk if they want to. Talk don't bother me. I want the whole wide world to know that I love you so. Let them whisper, for they know not what's between you and I. I'll keep on loving you until the day I die. They are trying to break up our romance, but they don't have a chance. We have the kind of love that's so strong. We'll be together from now on. Idle gossip comes from the devil's workshop, but true love will make it stop. I want the whole wide world to know that I love you so. They are envious of everything we do, but it's so wonderful when you love someone and that someone loves you.
Yeah, cool tune there by Little Willie John. That one there going out to Tim Doyle in Pennsylvania. Let Them Talk is the name of the tune. I take it that the date is wrong on the Lula Reed release. February 59. Okay, so, well, that makes more sense, Charlene. Okay, not December 59. Not getting caught up in the technicals of the thing, but the song was originally done as Idle Gossip, and then Little Willie John changed it to Let Them Talk. It just didn't listen. Only because I'm an accountant, I'm like a stickler. When people worked for me, I had, as much as 30 people working for me, and I wanted things to be right. I didn't want them to be wrong, and I didn't have patience for it. I apologize, but that's just me. I'm just used to it. It's my history for all this pressure that I have in my work environment, so it carries over to my passion, I guess. But anyway, let us continue here. Let's fill a request now for Cody Bailey in our YouTube chat. So the interesting thing about this record is I show up at a Waterbury, Connecticut show, and not that I got there early, okay, but it was fairly early. I tried to get there because I used to meet Al Bernard, and he was host of the Moondog Matinee, and he was the first person to invite me to do a guest spot. So I did it on, I think it was WESU, I think is it, in Middletown, Connecticut. So anyway, I would talk with him. We'd get a cup of coffee or whatever, and then we'd go into the record show. So Jerry Smith, I think, I don't know what happened. He had antiques. He was an antique dealer, and he was from Boston or somewhere in Massachusetts, and he would come to that show, and he started dabbling into records because he was finding them, being an antique dealer. So the guy wanted to buy a rare furniture or some kind of furniture, and said that he was a painter, and he had all these records from radio station WPEP. I think that station, where is that station from? I always forget, Don Folletti. Is it Maine? Or is it, no, Taunton, wherever they are from, okay? Big Dave Swinger, got to help me with that. I never remember. But anyway, he had all these records, some promos, some not, but they were stamped with this. So I get there, and I think there's about 10 boxes of records. I think there were 10, the white boxes. So I said, can I come behind the counter, because it was early, and the guys started coming in. So I had I piled all the boxes up next to me. So I quickly looked through a couple, and I put them over to the side. So Dick Blackburn came, and so he started looking. Well, he was looking at the records while I was looking at them. So Massachusetts, okay. Taunton, Massachusetts, thank you. I don't know why I've got Maine on my mind. But anyway, so I started pulling out these records. The Cliquettes on Dice, the Radiance on Whiz, records like that, the Sheiks on Amy, those type of records. And they were in nice shape. They were really nice shape. So I piled them up, and he goes, can I look in these boxes that are below? I says, no, you can't look at those boxes below. I'm looking at the boxes. This is how they were given to me. So he ended up coming back later on the things that I left, but I think I ended up spending almost $4,000. It was $4,000, I think, that day from Jerry Smith, who unfortunately is not with us anymore. He passed. I think he was. It was unfortunate because I used to sell on eBay too, by the way, and it was horrible. I found out that someone was going down a one-way street, a truck, and there was a head-on collision. He was killed instantly. A very sad ending to Jerry Smith when I found that out. But that's where I got that. Where I got a lot of these WPEP 45s from. He ended up getting them, but that's just a memory for this record. But this is a request for Cody Bailey in our YouTube chat room. This group is originally from Tacoma, Washington, though, and they all met while they were in the service. Okay, they won first prize in a talent contest, which resulted in a trip to Los Angeles, California, and to meet up with, or to at least have a recording session with Dootsy Williams' Doo-Tone label. And this tune is written by the lead singer of this group. His name is Reuben Martin, okay? And this group would eventually go on in 1960 to record as the Four Pearls on the Dalton record label, of course, with a female lead. But did you notice the cool print here? On this side, it's got that big Doo-Tone logo, and the flip side has the one with the address. which is kind of weird. But anyways, from March of 59, this is going out to Cody Bailey in our YouTube chat room. Here are the Fabulous Pearls on Dootsy Williams' Duto label, and their tune called My Heart's Desire. Here you go, Cody, for you, the Fabulous Pearls. Yeah, sounds of 1959 here on the Vinyl Treasure Show. That one there going out to Cody Bailey in our YouTube chat room. Those are the Fabulous Pearls, March 1959 release, Dootsy Williams' Duto record label. My Heart's Desire is the name of the tune. That's Reuben Martin on lead for that one. A great tune. Let us continue now. Let's fill a request now for listener Reed King in our YouTube chat. Maybe we were talking about this record, and you got to be careful on some of these Lumtone releases, because I remember when I was when Mike Pecos was selling his collection, okay, he had some cool California 45s, and he also had a big Motown collection, and I was bidding on his records every week, so it was weeks later that I just took it for granted that they were originals, but he sold me, I forget what record it was, and he was nice about it. He took it back. It was, I forget what record it was, $50, but it was not an original. I mean, it looked like an original Lumtone label, but I didn't like what was in the dead wax. It did not make any sense to me. But so you got to be careful with these Lumtone releases. Of course, you got most of the Pretty Young Girls you can't get fooled on, because that's a styrene press, okay? So that one you should know. But this is a request for Reed King. This group hails from Los Angeles, California. They first recorded as the Passions. The Passions in 1958. They had a release on Era Records, and also would get picked up by Capitol Records for national distribution. It was called My Aching Heart. It was backed with a song called Jackie Brown. It's like an up-tempo. And the group included Harold Garcia. He was the lead singer on My Aching Heart. Sammy Handy was lead on Jackie Brown. Kenny Sinclair was a member of this group, and he was formerly a member of the 16's that recorded for the Flip label, and his brother Earl Sinclair also in the group, and the bass of the group was William DeVos. In 1959, they would record for Lummy Fowler's Lumtone label out of Los Angeles, and they would change their name. I don't know if I would become this, but they would change their name from the Passions, which they should have kept, I think, although maybe because of Jimmy Gallagher possibly in the Passions, they became the Colognes. So you go from Passion to Cologne. I guess, is there an aftershave, or is there a perfume called Passion maybe? So maybe they said, well, now we're going to call ourselves the Colognes. And the song is written by group member Kenny Sinclair, who is doing lead on this side. Okay, and this is the intended B-side. We'll send it out to Reed King in our YouTube chat room. December 59, the Colognes on Lumtone Records. It's called A River Flows. Here you go, Reed, for you, the Colognes.
A river flows forever through my heart. For you, this river that I speak of, it is a river of love.
This river's overflowing
With love,
my only
my only desire is to have you by my side. Oh, darling, you know as time goes by, I love you.
Yeah, we are in the 1959 block. That one there going out to Reed King in our YouTube chat room. That's the sound of the Colognes on Lummy Fowler's Lumtone Records out of Los Angeles, California. A River Flows is the name of that one, and that features, what did I say, Kenny Sinclair. He's the lead singer. He also wrote the tune. We continue now. We have two more from the year 1959. Let's fill a request for listener Joe Shacatano. This label is out of Linden, New Jersey. This is another like collector corner record, you can call it, but the label's called Sure, S-U-R-E, and the group, though, is from Highland Park, New Jersey. They were all students attending New Brunswick High School at the time, and the members were Joyce Walker, Billy Walker, Richard Laws, and Bobby Brown, okay, and Willie Brown, who is the lead singer on this. And it's with the Gems of Rhythm Band. They're providing the instrumentation. This is from 1959, a very rare 45 going out to Joe Shacatano. They're called the Golden Bells. Golden Bells on Shore. It's called Pretty Girl. Here you go, Joe, for you. Rare records here for a Sunday evening. That one there going out to listener Joe Shacatano. Those are the Golden Bells. The Golden Bells, 1959. That's on Shure Records. Pretty Girl is the name of the tune. It was Greg Surik sold me that 45. I met him at Spence Wooten. I went to Spence Wooten, was going to the Allentown, PA show, I think it was. So he had a couple of guys from the Chicago area come down. And so Spence said, Johnny, why don't you come over? They got some great records. You can check it out before, before they go up to Allentown. So I went there with a whole bunch of cash. Of course, Greg had a small box of records. That was in there. And he sold me this, and he sold me another one on the Edmar label, I think it was called. It was expensive. So the guy had some great prices on a bunch of the stuff up from Chicago, so I bought a whole bunch of that. I had soul records, too, so I was buying it. We were talking around there. Spence had, refreshments and whatnot. He was a nice guy. I miss Spence. And I think it was Spence used to fix up his house, used to make it a haunted house. So he would have all the Boy Scouts and Girl Scouts camp out there, and he would decorate his house and all this Halloween stuff. It was kind of cool. It was kind of cool there for a time. And then, of course, but that is all since gone. But anyway, let us continue here for a Sunday evening here. Let's fill a request for Gary Hendren in Alabama. This group hails from Miami, Florida. Okay, this is on a label called Mida Records, M-I-D-A, Mida Records, out of Miami. And the group is called the Sensational Delos. Now, I tried to find some information on this group. They backed up another artist on the label, Donnell Austin, was one of the artists, but they had their own release. This is a cool tune from June of 1959 going out to Gary Hendren, the Sensational Delos on Mida. The song is called Lost Love. Here you go, Gary, for you, the Sensational Delos.
Lost love, where can I find you? Lost love, let me behind you. I'm trying to keep from crying. Lost love. Why did you leave me, lost love? Why'd you deceive me so long? Please come on home, lost love. I prayed and I prayed.
As June 1959 release there, going out to Gary Hendren in Alabama, the sound of the Sensational Delos. They're out of Miami, Florida, on the Mida label, June 1959. Lost Love is the name of the tune. There are lots of tunes called Lost Love, or a few tunes called Lost Love. What Randy mentioned, the Superiors do a song called Lost Love. Anyway, let us continue here. Let's move into 1960 now and fill a request for Lee the G. Okay, requested this artist from Melbourne, Kentucky. You might know his signature song from earlier in the year, 1960. Came out on the Judd record label. It was called Rockin' Little Angel, was his hit. Okay, but he had a number of releases on different labels beginning back in 1958, recorded for the Sun label, but others on Infinity and Warner Brothers and VJ and Diamond. And here is Ray Smith. Okay, Ray Smith. This is his third of four on Judd Phillips's Judd label from July of 1960. There girls, I think, some group backing them up on this. This is Ray Smith on Judd from July 60 for Lee the G. It's called One Wonderful Love. Here you go, Lee, for you, Ray Smith.
When you look into my eyes, I know what you will see. You'll see one love, one wonderful love. Yes, my love for you. If I look your eyes. I hope that I will see only one love, one wonderful love. Oh, your love for me. One love is the secret of happiness. Your love finds me with sweet caress. So please look into my eyes, for I know you will see. You'll see one love, yes, one wonderful love. Oh, my love for you. One love, your love, one love, your love, one love, one wonderful love. Oh, my love for you. One love, your love.
Okay, there you go. That one there going out to Lee the G, who is in our YouTube chat room there. Cool sound by Mr. Ray Smith. Ray Smith on the Judd label. You believe I collect the Judd label? I do. July 1960. One Wonderful Love is the name of the tune. Hopefully you're digging on the cool tunes tonight. If you are, this is our Sunday evening get-together. You consider subscribing to Johnny G's Vinyl Treasure Show. On a Sunday night here, you can sit back and listen for about 3 hours here to the music. You get to see the records. You get to hear my gibberish and Johnny G's collecting history here as we continue. And we play the records by year. We are in the 1960 block here. And this is a bonus record. Actually, the next two records are bonus records. And the interesting thing about this is that Alan Freed, okay, he was really the scapegoat when, as far as the payola scandal, I mean, he was the one that really got messed up. He got screwed, basically, okay? And he really couldn't find a job nowhere here on the East Coast. But Art LeBeau, okay, Art LeBeau out in California, he had a station called KDAY. He hired him to become a DJ on that station. Okay, and he was still breaking records. I mean, like introducing records out there. And it goes for the next two records that I'm playing. I don't know if I put it here. No, yeah, there is an air check. Okay, so I was into air checks for a while, listening to these old DJs, and I forget where I heard it. It might have been on YouTube, if I'm not mistaken. I think it was. So anyway, it was Alan Freed. It was let me see if I put the date here on the air check. But it was like 1960, so it had to be so I don't know why this says something's wrong with the date here, Charlene. So I don't know. It probably was summertime of 1960, although this other one I'm playing says November, so that doesn't make sense. But maybe it does, because maybe out there, it's the 45 cat date, I think, for the second record. But anyway, so he's playing it, and he says, well, here's a new group that's coming out here, and it was this song. I was like, what? He's playing this record? So, and then the next record, too. But so I'll just announce it here. I just was flabbergasted because it wasn't the whole show. It wasn't the whole song. It was an air check. So you heard the beginning, and then you heard the end. But anyway, this group, they formed while they were attending LA's Fremont High School, okay? And they cut this record, okay, on the Sabrina label, Sabrina Records, Sabrina. And this is the true first press of the 45. You can also get this on another label. What is the other label that this comes out on? I forget. But anyway, this is the first press. Interesting thing is there's a sticker on this label here. Okay, and the sticker says Melcotes, Melcoates, which is interesting because the lead singer on this is Carl Coates. So I don't know. So maybe if I went to Charlene, if we went to Ferdy Gonzalez, he has the group members here because I would have wanted to mention that. But this is from July of 1960. This is a bonus record from Johnny G. The group is called the Marathons, and it's on Sabrina Records, and the song is called Don't Know Why. This is out of Los Angeles, California, a bonus track by Johnny G. Here you go.
Someday you will return. It may be a day in June. Oh, and if that day should ever come, I know it won't be too soon. Oh, I don't know why do roses die? Don't know why my heart must cry. I just know can't last much longer without you. No, 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 no.
That's a bonus track here on the Vinyl Treasure Show. Johnny G's selection there. Those are the Marathons. Thank you, Frank Gingaro, for that. JC Records is the second press, but this is a harder one to find. The original label, Sabrina Records, July 1960. That's Carl Coates. I was saying, Charlene, that the name on the sticker is Mel Coates. Maybe a brother or relationship to this group. I don't know. It's just kind of odd, I think, really. But those are the Marathons there. The Marathons on Sabrina Records, a song called Don't Know Why. It was Alan Freed was pushing that record on that air check, and he was pushing on the same show this song that I'm playing. And this singer out of Los Angeles, California. And again, they were pushing records from the LA area, of course. This singer from Los Angeles, California, this is his debut single now, okay? And he would go on to have some major hits during his career. Songs like Let's Dance on the Monogram label in 1962. And then again in 1966 for A&M Records, The More I See You. His real name was Christopher Montanez. I think that's how you pronounce it, Christopher Montanez. But you know him as Chris Montez, okay? And he was 17 years old when he recorded this song for Barry Dvorzan's... Wait a minute. I'm sorry. Written by Barry Dvorzan. Okay, and Alan Freed played this 45 on the air check, and he said, well, here's a young singer. He's gonna be big someday, up and coming, but this is his debut single here. It's on the Guaranteed label. Okay, and he was like a a protege. Really, he started out as a protege. I think that's how you pronounce it, of Richie Valens. Okay, it's probably the first. Richie Valens, really the first big Latino star in the 1950s, of course, recording for Bob Keene's labels, Donna Records, of course. But this one here, well, Charlene's got November of 1960. But anyway, this is the debut single, okay, the debut single for Chris Montez. This is another bonus track, but it was played on that Alan Freed Air Check. Chris Montez on Guaranteed. The song is called They Say. Here you go, Chris Montez.
They say that you're untrue, so untrue. They say that I'm a fool, just a fool to go on loving you. They say, they say there's someone new. Till I hear that from you. Till that day, who cares what they say? I pay them no attention. I pay them no mind when they say those things about you. Sometimes I wonder, but deep in my heart, oh darling, I still believe in you. Oh, you, they say, they say there's someone new. Till I hear that from you. Till that day, who cares what they say? Who cares what they say?
That, excuse me, folks, that is the debut single for Chris Montez. That's on the Guaranteed record label there. Oh, no, Charlene's got November 1960. I don't know about that date. Maybe it was. I don't know. I forget when that air check is. If anybody can find that Alan Freed air check on KDAY out of L.A. That's Chris Montez on Guaranteed. They Say is the name of the tune. That is a bonus track here on a Sunday evening. I hope you're digging on the tunes here. If you are, please subscribe to Johnny G's Vinyl Treasure Show. We want to get up to 4,000 subscribers. We want to really do that, and then I'll stick it to the AI police. But anyway, let us continue now. We are in 1960. Let's fill a request for Gary McClendon in our YouTube chat room. He requested this group out of San Bernardino, California. Okay, and believe it or not, this is the intended A side of this 45. Usually the flip side is played, a song called To Be Loved. But this is the A side. This came out on George Mottola and Lee Silver's Fleet International Records, which was out of Los Angeles, California. Okay, the record was released in October of 1960 and started taking off, and then it was Bob Keane would end up putting it out on his Donna record label, probably more so for the flip side a song called To Be Loved, which is the one with the Joe Jones Jr. on lead. But this one is on Fleet International, but this was the intended A-side. The members of the group were Joe Jones, Otis Munson, Kenneth and Ted Goodlow, and Carl McGinnis, who was the bass, and Bill James. And this is going out to Gary McClendon, okay, from October 1960. Let's give a listen to the Pentagons. The Pentagons on Fleet International. It's called Down at the Beach. Here you go, Gary, for you, the Pentagons.
Look good in your short short. Down at the beach. I really go for your thing, yeah, yeah. Down at the beach. Well, now let's get lovey dovey. Down at the beach. Yeah, yeah. I'm your loving me. Down at the beach. Because it's down, down, down. Yeah, well, down at the beach. Yeah, yeah. Down at the beach. Well, now you look good in your short short. Down at the beach. I really go for your thing, yeah, yeah. Down at the beach. Well, now let's get lovey dovey. Yeah, yeah, say that I'm your loving man. Down at the beach. Because it's down, down, down. Yeah, now. Down at the beach. Yeah, yeah. Down at the beach. Because down here at the beach, the sun is very hot. Baby, you know it's true. Yeah, I wanna kiss your lips if you're ready or not. Baby, 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 that's all I wanna do. Because you look good in your short shorts. Down at the beach. I really go for your thing, yeah, yeah. Down at the beach. Yeah, now let's get lovey dovey. Down at the beach. Yeah, yeah, say that I'm your loving man. Down at the beach. Because it's down, down, down. Yeah, well, down at the beach. Yeah, yeah. Down at the beach. Oh, it's true. Baby, 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 that's all I wanna do. Because you look good in your short shorts. Down at the beach. I really go for your thing, yeah, yeah. Down at the beach. Yeah, now let's get lovey dovey. Down at the beach. Yeah, yeah, send your loving me. Down at the beach. Because it's down, down, down. Yeah, well, down at the beach. Yeah, yeah. Down at the beach. Hey, yeah, yeah. It's so hot. Down, it's so hot. Down, it's so hot. Down, down, down. Take me by the hand. Let's go. Down at the beach. Let's go down where it's hot.
There you go. That one there going out to Gary McClendon in our YouTube chat room. Those are the Pentagons. They usually don't play that side. They play the other side, the ballad side, To Be Loved. But those are the Pentagons there. October 1960 would be released in 61 on Donna Records. But that's the first press. Fleet International, Down at the Beach is the name of the tune. Interesting thing. So my show didn't post because it was blocked. I had to remove the Walking Along by the Solitaires. So I was talking to my mom about the show and whatnot. So I had to put their vitamins together because I have to prepare all that. So what happened was I have my old PC downstairs. So I went to, I don't know whose website it was. So I'm thumbing through and only because this reminds me of it. Did anybody ever see that 1964 movie? Horror of Party Beach. Did you ever see that movie from 1964? What a corny movie. I mean, I remember watching it when I was a kid. But the cool thing about it is there's a group there. I mean, they were in their bathing suits dancing on the sand. It was kind of interesting to watch that. It was a corny movie, though, the way they did it. And the group was the Dell. What was the group? They were on the Coral record label. Somebody say what the group was. The Dell. Oh man, they do a song called Elaine. It's like a cool ballad. Not the Standells. I'm trying to see here. It was just a corny movie. I'm telling you, corny. The Horror at Party Beach. Del Airs. Thank you, Ivar Shiva. The Del Airs. Okay, so, and it was, it was, the girl goes, so her father's like evidently there was I don't know, the guy driving in this hot rod and the girl, they were fighting. So she goes out in the water and the monster kills her. But evidently this other girl likes this guy. And she's telling her father, Dad, I don't know how I feel against this. I have feelings toward this guy. And the father's like, well, maybe because now he's, there's no attachment. Maybe you should pursue this. It was like the most corniest thing I ever, and I'm just looking at this. It was made on a $50,000 budget. That is not a lot of money. Well, maybe it was back in '64. Anyway, I digress, okay, for that movie. But I like corny B horror flicks. I do. Anyway, let us continue here. We are in the 1960 block, and let's fill a request for listener Amnon. You all know this gal from Newark, New Jersey, and normally I feature her early sides. Well, I have on the Columbia record label from the early 1950s, but I think Amnon likes this gal, okay, because he always requests Broken Hearted Melody by her on the Mercury record label, but she really started back in the 1940s, though. This one here, well, she had a big hit with that song, Broken Hearted Melody. It was her signature song, basically, at least in the rock and roll theme. Number 7 on Billboard, 5 on the R&B chart. But she would sign with Morris Levy's Roulette record label, and Amnon requested her third release on the Roulette label. Let's go to September of 1960 now for Miss Sarah Vaughn. Sarah Vaughn on Roulette Records for listener Amnon. The song is called, it's one word, it's called Let's, L-E-T apostrophe S. Here is Sarah Vaughn.
The perfect time is here and now. Let's come on and take that lover's vow. Let's, 'cause if we don't, we'll spend our lives crying our hearts out. Let's, and baby, I mean here and now. I can tell by what I feel that this is something real, that this is something more than what I've known before, that this is something rare that only lovers share, and everyone keeps waiting for. Let's not lose this spell we're in. It's so swell to dwell herein, wrapped up in each other's arms. We'll stay just a dream in our hearts out. Let's, the mood is right, it's plain to see. Oh, let's, I feel it deep inside of me. Let's, 'cause if we do, we'll spend our lives loving our hearts out. Let's fall in love right here and now. Let's come on and take that lover's vow. Let's fall in love right here and now.
Miss Sarah Vaughn here on the Vinyl Treasure Show. Listen, you never know what you're going to hear on Vinyl Treasures. That one there going out to listener Amnon, September 1960. Morris Levy's Roulette Records out of New York City, her third release on the Roulette label. Let's, is the name of the tune. Let's continue here for a Sunday evening. Hope you're digging on the cool tunes. I'll be back on Wednesday, so if you do have a request for a future Vinyl Treasure show, please email Johnny G. Don't shout him out in the chat room there. I may, because Charlene doesn't take notice well, she tries to, but she misses a lot. So she can't see it in the chat room there. Too much going on. But if I lose the chat, then I lose your requests. I can't go back there and see it. So that's why you should not post them in the chat. You should put them on my Facebook wall, not Facebook, YouTube wall would be better, but emailing is best. Let us continue. One more in the 1960 block. This one here going out to Oldies fan, a.k.a. Joseph Smith, in our YouTube chat room. This singer, originally from Windsor, Ontario, Canada. He was born Jack Scarfone Jr. on January 28th, 1936. Singer, songwriter, guitarist. First recording for ABC Paramount Records in 1957. Later had some big hits on Joe Carlton's Carlton record label. Also releases on Top Rank. And he would have two on Carlton's subsidiary label, Guaranteed Records. Okay, and this is his second. It's a song he wrote from August of 1960, going out to Oldies fan. Here is Jack Scott. Jack Scott on Guaranteed. It's called Go Wild, Little Sadie. Here you go, Joe, for you. This is a Jack Scott.
Been working hard all week long. Got my money and I'm long gone. Hurry, hurry, cause now I'm late. Harold said, Sadie can't wait. Go wild, little Sadie, go wild. Go wild. 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 She messed my hair, she pulled my tie. Come on, Sadie, let's go rock a while. Come on now, let's stop this fight. Everything is gonna be alright. Never told you lies. Sadie, Sadie, Jerry, blow a wire. Say, what's your tone? He blew a breather around his saxophone. Come on now, let me see you smile. He blew a note, Sadie went wild. Oh, Jerry.
There you go. That one there going out to Oldies fan, a.k.a. Joseph Smith, in our YouTube chat room there. That's the sound of Jack Scott. Jack Scott on the Guaranteed record label. Cool guitar and saxophone in that song. August 1960. That is, what did I say, his second release for the Guaranteed label. I even saw this first one. in the box. I pulled it out. A song called Go Wild, Little Sadie is the name of the tune. Go wild and subscribe to Johnny G's Vinyl Treasure Show as we continue here. Let's fill a request now for Frank and Jerry Gingaro in our YouTube chat room, as this singer, I should say, or the lead on this, was a member of Frankie Lyman's Teenagers. Okay, his name is Joe Negroni. And this is his only release. It came out on the Columbia record label. And let me see here. So I should say here that the teenagers on this thing were Jimmy Castor and John Pruitt. Well, I'm sorry. The song was written by Jimmy Castor and John Pruitt. I don't know what you're saying here, Charlene, on this. But anyway, it's these are the Teenagers backing up Joe Negroni on lead. It's Joey and the Teenagers, and this is from June of 1961. It's on the Columbia record label. The song is called What's on Your Mind. It's going out to Frank and Jerry Gingaro, Joey and the Teenagers. Here you go, Frank, for you.
The velvet skin I truly made. Darling, what's on your mind? Do I go through your dreams? Do I mix in with all your schemes? When they while I'm holding on to memory, while I chase fading ecstasy, my love, what's on your mind?
My darling, what is on your mind? Why do you always keep me in the dark? When I hold your hand in mine, what's on your mind?
And while I think of hair that I can't touch, of little things I miss so much, darling, what's on your mind? La 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 la.
Yeah, that's Joey and the Teenagers. Those are the same teenagers, Frankie Lyman's Teenagers minus Frankie Lyman, and that one featuring Joe Negroni on lead. Sherman Garnes, the bass there. You can hear him. I'm sure the other two guys are there too. June 1961, by request for Frank and Jerry Gingaro in our YouTube chat room. Joey and the Teenagers on the Columbia label. What's on Your Mind is the name of the tune. And Frank And Frank and Gordon had a great show. I listened to the show this afternoon, the Rhythm and Blues Serenade. They did a great tribute to the late Andy Lamusio, and really great music too today, Frank. So I enjoyed really the 2 hours that you and Gordon did. And you can listen to the Rhythm and Blues Serenade on Sunday afternoons beginning at 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 3 to 5 on WRHU 88.7. On your dial, also on WRHU.org. It's out of Hofstra University, a show that's been going on for a long, long time, 36 years maybe, Frank, a long time there to play records, real records on the show, and so many guests through the years. It's unfortunate that I couldn't get the show until the internet came on board, because I couldn't get the show from Long Island. It wasn't strong enough to come here, at least to Westchester County, but you can hear it live on the internet. So thank you for the show today, Frank. Let us continue here on the Vinyl Treasure Show. We are in 1961. I have a bonus track here. Okay, maybe some of you don't know this record, so we'll see. This singer hails from Nashville, Tennessee, started working in sales and promotion originally for the Nashboro label. That's Ernie Young's Nashboro label. Later embarked on a singing career. Now, in the early 70s, okay, he had a number of successful releases. One in 1971. Did I feature this? Don Fidelities requested one of his records on the Mankind label in 71. She's all I got, I think Charlene wanted to put there. I think that's the song. And also another one from 72, You and Me Together Forever. But he made his debut in October of 1961. This was his debut single. Yeah, his debut single on Sam Phillips' International label. And this tune written by Ray Stevens. Let's give a listen to Freddy North. Early Freddy North from October 1961 on Phillips International, a bonus song. It's called Don't Make Me Cry. Here you go, Freddy North.
Don't make me cry. Don't make me cry.
When I told you we were through, I never dreamed that I'd be begging you to take me back. Say you will, darling, tell me that you love me still. Don't make me cry. Yeah, cry. Don't make me cry. Don't make me cry. Don't make me cry over you. I didn't mean to break your heart. Tell me, darling, you'll forgive. And I'll never, as long as I live, make you cry. Yeah, cry. Don't make me cry. Don't make me cry. Don't make me cry over you. Oh, don't make me cry. Oh, don't make me cry. Don't make me cry. Don't make me cry.
Well, there you go. Bonus tracks here on the Vinyl Treasure Show. There you go. That is the debut single for Freddy North. Freddy North, October 61 release on Sam Phillips' International label. Don't Make Me Cry is the name of the tune. Johnny G cries easily. Believe me, I could be a bully, I can if I have to, but I do cry easily. I do. And I was getting choked up yesterday with Andy Lamusio. If you went to the end of that program there, I did. Anyway, let us continue here. We are in the 1961 block. Let's fill a B-side request. Well, first of all, before we do that, somebody last night, I remember I didn't get a chance to do it. Somebody asked me, I was looking at a book. It was this book. Okay, somebody asked me, who asked me about this book? Somebody in the chat room last night. So this is an old book, okay? Mitch Rozalski, the late Rich Rozalski, he was the author of this book. And I think he collaborated with a bunch of people here. George Tompkins was one of them. But a lot of the information was taken off of a lot of the, like the Relic CDs that came out. Don Folletti wrote the liner notes on a lot of the stuff that he had information on. And it was funny because when I used to go see George Tompkins. He was living in Rockland County, and he would call me, say, Johnny, come over here, because he couldn't come here anymore. When he was watching the show, he noticed that my turntables were not stopping when I pressed stop. So he said to me, John, your turntable, you don't have that turntable level, because it should stop when you hit stop. So I was like, you're probably sounds right. I never really noticed it. I'm playing the records. He goes, well, I did. I'm coming over there, and I'm going to bring some stuff. And he brought me all this stuff, like this DW40. He said that my button on the Newmarks was sticking. So he fixed it and whatnot, and he gave me all this other stuff. And so then kind of like, and it's been so many years since I communicated with him. I never met him, but I always communicated with him as a teen. He used to write into the show when he was at Westchester Community College. And so he said he couldn't come here anymore. I said to him that because when he went home that night, I think his retina detached, and then he just went downhill from that point. So I said, George, I want you to come here I want you to do a show here at the house. Okay, I know you don't have any more records, but I have records, and I want you to pick them out of my collection, like your favorite records, just as if you own them. And you will talk about them, and you will say your stories about it. But he was like, no, I can't do it, because I said I wouldn't do another show unless Sal Mondrone, his buddy, was with him. I said, Sal's not here anymore. He passed away. I said, so forget about that. And he was deciding, but it just never came to fruition, unfortunately. But he gave me this hard copy. I had a soft copy of it, and he actually autographed it. But it's kind of a cool book. You can get some information. It's not 100%. You have to double check your sources if you are, but it's got all these great groups, lots of groups, where they're from. It has most of their songs and whatnot. But listen, I forget, and this book it's not new, it's old, but it's called Encyclopedia of Rhythm and Blues Doo-wop Vocal Groups, okay? Scarecrow Press, Inc., 2000. So this book is already 25 years old, so it's outdated. Another book that's really good, I'll tell you, because the guy gives lots. Look, at my book is falling apart, but this is a good book. I just have a hard time. I don't have time. And I should give this to Charlene is what I should give it to, not me. But it's called, this is called the Billboard Booked American Singing Groups. Okay. Jay Warner, Warner. Now, this is really good because he kind of divides the book into sections like 40's, 50's, 60's, and 70's. He's got photo, but he's got cool information that I find is being correct. Okay, and it's common groups too, but some rarities also. Okay, so when I had to go and count how many, look at all the groups that he's got in here. This book fell apart, but it's a good book. I think there's another version of it too, but this is my old version. It came apart. Okay, came apart at the Platters, okay? And it has release dates and whatnot. So there you go. That is your educational thing for the day. Let us continue here. Let's fill a request now, a B-side request for listener John Engstrom. Last week I featured this artist by the name of Johnny Parr. It was on, and thank you, Bob Bosco, for the information, Inez Ryan's Inez label, which is out of Ridgely Park, Pennsylvania. Now, last week we featured the side called Dancing Let's Walk the Floor. Of course, John wants the flip side because this isn't anywhere. So he says it's nowhere, so he's going to steal it off the Johnny G Vinyl Treasure Show from August 1961 by request for John Engstrom. This is Johnny Parr, Johnnnie, Parr, P-A-R, on Inez Records. It's called Like a Fool. Here you go, John, for you, Johnny Parr.
Like a fool, I gave you my heart. I looked into your eyes and fell in love. You told your friends that you had me on a string and that you didn't care for me. But I'm glad I fell in love with you because you made me see. So the next time I give my heart away, I'll make sure that she's in love with me. Then came a guy who knew more about love than I. You thought that she was smart, you fool you. You up and gave your heart away, and darling, who's crying today? But I'm glad I fell in love with you because you made me see. So the next time I give my heart away, I'll make sure that she's in love with me. But I'm glad I fell in love with you because you made me see. So the next time I give my heart away, I'll make sure that she's in love with me.
Okay, John Engstrom, there you go for your Johnny Parr. Johnny Parr from August 1961 on the Inez label out of Philadelphia. It's out of Ridgely Park. I said Ridgely Park, Pennsylvania. Like a Fool is the name of the tune. Johnny G ain't no fool. I am not on a Sunday evening here. I hope you're enjoying the show. If you are new to the program, please consider subscribing to Johnny G's YouTube channel. Want to get to 4,000 subscribers. That's our goal. Let us continue here. 1961. This is a flip side bonus track from last week. I featured this group from Los Angeles, California on Johnny Otis's Eldo record label. They were known as the Twilighters. Okay, and last week we heard the side called Nothing, which is a cool record. The flip side is nice, too, if you haven't heard it. Okay, this group initially recorded as the Tangents on the Fresh label. They got some nice records on that label. That was 1960. Okay, this is from June of 61. Here are the Twilighters. Okay, the Twilighters on Eldo Records. The song is called Do You Believe? Here you go, a bonus track, the Twilighters.
Do you believe when I talk to you that I'm telling you lies? I can tell you do by the look in your eyes. Do you believe? Do you believe? Oh, that my love is They say our love is wrong, oh, but I know it's right. Do you believe, oh, that my love is true? That my love is true. Am I right? Am I wrong in loving you so? Will I find peace of mind? Darling, let me know. Do you believe with all of your heart I tried to please you in everything, oh, I'll say and do. Do you believe, oh, that my love is true? Oh, my love is true. Oh, my love is true.
There you go. That is a bonus track here on the Vinyl Treasure Show. And those are the Twilighters. The Twilighters, first recording as the Tangents, June 1961 on the Eldo label. That's Johnny Otis's Eldo label. Of course, the big hit on that were the Image of a Girl by the Safaris. A cool tune, I think. Do You Believe is the name of the tune. Well, you got to believe into Johnny G. I only feature original vinyl 45s. Here is another bonus track. I've been playing this group. I played them last week as a bonus track. We're going to do it again, although this is the harder copy of this. Do you have a copy of My Melancholy Baby by the Marcels in your collection? Well, check your number. Do you have Colpix number 621? Do you have number 621? Because that is the hard way to get this record, okay? Because it was a pretty big hit. Well, I guess it wouldn't call it a big hit. It was a big hit, and it was a record that my aunt had in her collection. She bought it in the fall of, well, I think it was in 1962, but originally came out in December of 61 under Colpix number 621, the great group from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Their sixth release. I don't know about their sixth release, Charlene. Hold on a second, folks. I want to check one thing here on because I want to see what she didn't know. Charlene didn't know what I was going to play here, but I want to check Marv Goldberg's site for a second. I go to him a lot. He's got a great site, folks. You got to check it out. Marv Goldberg. Let's see, Marcels. Okay, so the first. So let's see here. 1, 2, 3. No. He doesn't even have 621. It was not their 6. It was their. Wait a minute. I'm sorry. Blue Moon, Summertime. Blue Moon was 186. Summertime was 196. And then they switched to the 606. That's 612 was Heartaches. 617. That's correct. 617 was Merry Twistmas. And then it has 624. He doesn't have 621. So first came out as 621 in December of 1961. But we're going to hear the B-side of the 45 because my aunt used to play both sides of her records. But this is the B-side to their truly sixth release, okay, because it was the seventh on the later number 624. But it features Cornelius Harp on lead. This is the B-side to My Melancholy Baby. It's called Really Need Your Love. This is a bonus track. The Marcels on Colpix. Here you go.
I love you. Really need your love. I need you. Really need your love. I love you. Really need your love. I need you. There's no need for you to cry. across the floor. I love you.
Really need your love.
I need you.
Really need your love.
I'm yours.
I really need your love.
Say you might. I love, but let our love grow. But let our love turn cold. We will never, never part. Once the music starts. So come, little girl, won't you dance with me? My darling, dance with me across the floor.
Really need your love.
Come on, baby, dance.
I really need your love.
Baby, 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 whoa.
Yeah, B-sides here on the Vinyl Treasure Show. That is not an easy record to find. The first press on the Melancholy Baby. That side, though, the B-side there, called Really Need Your Love. Maddox is the writer on this side. And I think it only comes out on a promo. I don't think it comes out on a vinyl press. But you know what? I like the flip side here. I haven't heard it in a long, long time. I don't know about the copyright police. You think they'll get me on this? But anyway, so let's give it a spin here. Let's give a spin to the... I haven't heard this in a long time. It's kind of like a... But listen, the bass makes this makes this song. But again, this is an old song. It dates back to whenever. But this was the side that was played on the radio in 1962, early 1962. Here are the Marcels. This is the A side. You get like a double bonus track. It's called My Melancholy Baby, the great Cornelius Harp on lead. Here you go. The hit side.
Nah, not that thing again. Sing Melancholy Baby.
All right, we will.
Melancholy Baby.
Come to me, my melancholy baby. Come to me, my melancholy baby. Come to me, my melancholy baby.
Baby.
Come to me, my melancholy baby.
Come to me, my melancholy baby.
Cuddle up and don't
Oh yeah,
be blue.
come to me, my melancholy baby.
All your fears are foolish fancies, maybe. You know, dear, that I'm in love with you.
Baby.
Every cloud must have a silver lining.
Come to me, my melancholy baby.
Wait until the sun
Oh yeah,
shines through.
come to me, my melancholy baby.
Smile, my honey dear, when I kiss the waves dear. Or else I shall be melancholy too.
Gee, that's pretty. Sing it again.
Well, all right.
Come to me,
Come to
my
me,
melancholy baby.
my melancholy baby.
My melancholy baby.
Why don't you cuddle up and don't be
Come to
blue?
me, my melancholy
Oh
baby.
yeah, smile, my honey dear, when I kiss the waves dear. Or else I may be melancholy too.
Melancholy baby.
Come to me, my melancholy baby. Come to me, my melancholy baby. Come to me, my melancholy baby.
Baby.
Come to me, my melancholy baby. Come to me, my melancholy.
Yeah, there you go. You get a double dose of the Marcels. That is the intended A-side there. Their cool rendition of My Melancholy Baby. That one there really became a hit in 1962, but I featured the harder press there, released in December of 61. Cornelius Harp on lead. We played the B-side also prior. Really Need Your Love. Great. The Marcels, a great group. That's a cool LP too, Arch. I do have an original copy of that. I don't know where it is, somewhere here in the no humidity basement. Anyway, let us continue here. We are in the 1962 block now. Let's fill a request for listener Comic Detective in our YouTube chat room. This, I think Star Day. This isn't, hold on a second. No, this wasn't Star Day yet, so this was still Sid Nathan's label in 1962. Subsidiary of King Records, of course, Bethlehem Records, okay, out of Cincinnati, Ohio. This quintet, okay, included James Ingram, Joseph Dixon, Michael J. Simmons, Robert Levert, and Robert Rimson. Collectively, they were known as the Ascots. Okay, this is their first release, came out on the Ace record label, and then they had one on the King label in September of '62, and this is their third release, came out in November of '62 on Bethlehem Records. So let's give it a spin. The Ascots going out to Comic Detective in our YouTube chat room. The song is called She Did. Here you go, Comic Detective, the Ascots.
Well, I met a little girl about a year ago. She told me she loved me, but I heard her so. I done her wrong, and now she's gone, and I got the blues all night long. Well, once upon a time she did, but she don't care no more. No more, no more, no more. Well, I saw my little girl walking down the street. She looked so pretty and she dressed so neat. I called to her and said, baby, come home. And when she turned around, she said, Daddy, I'm gone. Well, once upon a time she did, but she don't care no more. No more, no more, no more, no more. Well, some girls are evil, some girls are bad. But hey, pretty baby, you're the best I've had. If I'd have known this a year ago, I would have never ever heard you so cry. Once upon a time she did, but she don't care no more. No more, no more, no more, no more. Yes, I went to her on bending knees and said, pretty baby, would you come back, please? She said to me, we have had our chance, and now it's the end of our romance. Once upon a time she did, but she don't care no more. No more, no more, no more, no more. Oh, once upon a time she did, but she don't care no more. No more, no more, no more. Once upon a time she did, but she don't care no more. No more, no more, no
There you go. That one there going out to Comic Detective in our YouTube chat room. That's the sound of the Ascots. Their third overall release on the Bethlehem Records from November of 1962. She Did is the name of the tune. Let us continue here in 1962. This is a bonus track. This one can qualify as a collector's corner record. I don't know what this record sells for now, but I know it wasn't cheap when I bought it. Okay, this is on George Mottola's Marquee Records. Now, two of the writers of this tune, they were Robert Tisby and Edward LeJay. They were member of a group called the Heartbreakers. Wait, Heartbreakers what? Of where? Which Heartbreakers? This Heartbreakers? Charlie, did I write this? I don't know if I wrote that. That is not good. Because there's a number of different Heartbreakers groups. Okay, there's a duo that recorded for the Donna record label. They are an East LA group, I think, but this is a full vocal group on this side here, folks. Marquee Records, the easiest thing to get on the Marquee label is a group called The Vows, I Want a Chance. That's the easiest record. All the others are not easy to find. I'm still looking for the Cezannes. Okay, Reed, do you have a copy of the Cezannes? I need a copy of that record. That's like one of my top want list records. But this one from April of 62, a bonus track. The Heartbreakers on Marquee. It's called Since You've Been Gone, a bonus track and a rare record. Here you go, folks, out of L.A.
Since you've been gone, I'm so alone. My heart is breaking since you've been gone. Since you've been gone, I feel so bad. I'm going mad. I miss the fun we've had since you've been gone. I miss you so much, the thrill of your touch, the warmth of your sweet embrace, the smile on your face, your loving ways makes my heart beat at a pace. Since you've been gone, I'm so alone. My heart is breaking since you've been gone, since you've been gone. Come on home, if you need a friend,
Sounds of California, Sounds of California here on the Vinyltreasure Show. They really put out some great music. They did that one there, the Heartbreakers, April 1962. That's on Marquee Records. Since You've Been Gone is the name of the tune. I wish I paid $150 for that record, I'd say. But because that was a good price, whoever got that record for that. But anyway, let us continue. We are in the 1962 block. Let's go to Louisville, Kentucky now. And this is for a request for listener David Fields of the Vinyl Nostalgia YouTube site. And this is in his backyard, this group, okay? And this singer, previously the lead singer of the Sultans, who I think, and correct me if I'm wrong, Big Dave, are backing him up on this, I think. Okay. I played their record, L.A. Arch. You requested it, 1961. It'll Be Easy, I think. I played that record that they did. The lead singer here, his name is John Thomas Cosden. Okay, but he was recording as Cosmo here, okay? That's his name, Cosmo. But although this is, even though it says it's just him, it's really his group also backing him up. And this is, let's see, on some of the 45s, I think it's Cosmo and the Counts. Now, Big Dave, is that the same group as the Sultans, possibly? I don't know. But this is his first of two on the Tilt label. And he also does one on the Jam label, which would be picked up by Soundstage 7, which I did see in the box, which is probably could qualify as a soul record to play on a Wednesday night. But anyway, let's play this one here for David Fields, August 62, Cosmo on the Tilt record label. And this is a song originally done by the Gladiolas. They did this back in 1957 as the B-side to Little Darling, okay? And tune written by Maurice Williams. This did chart, too. This was a big hit on WKLO, a number 4 record on WKLO out of Louisville, Kentucky. August 62, Cosmo on Tilt, and their rendition of the tune, Sweetheart, Please Don't Go. This is going out to David Fields. Here you go. Okay, that one there, his name is Cosmo. Okay, Cosmo, but it's really John Thomas Cosden. But is he still with us, Big Dave? I don't know. I thought possibly maybe not. But Liz, you want to start a fan club with the? Okay, we can start a fan club. August 1962 release there, going out to David Fields. That's on the Tilt record label. Cosmo with Sweetheart, Please Don't Go is the name of the tune. Let us continue. 1962 here. This is a request for listener Delwood Jeff, this gal born in Queens, New York. And just to think, though, she was heard singing in the back of a record store by 2 record producers. Those producers were Johnny Madera and David White. Okay, now after her, of course they heard her, they said, well, we got to record this girl. After her 2 singles on the Chancellor label, she would record 2 more, but on Landa Records. And well, see, this is not correct, Charlene, because I'm not missing that one anymore. Although there is an odd one on the Landa label that she does with like a different flip. But we'll say this is her second release on the Landa label. This tune written and produced by Johnny Madera. This did chart also. This charted number 91 on Billboard. But this was a big number 4 record, believe it or not, on KELP, which is out of El Paso, Texas. Okay, from April 1962. Going out to Delwood Jeff. It's Maureen Gray on Landa Records. It's called Dancin' the Strand. Here you go, Jeff, for you, Maureen Gray.
As
That's April 1962. They like that one there in the YouTube chat room. That is Maureen Gray. Maureen Gray and some girls backing her up on that. I don't know who they are. That's could it be? Did the Shirelles back her up on some things? Possibly. I don't know. I thought I read that. Maybe I'm wrong. That's on Landa Records. "Dance in the Strand" is the name of the tune. That one they're going out to Delwood Jeff. Mike Sape. I think I do have it. Not in great condition though. I think I do. I have to see. I know I have Harold Melvin and the Blue Notes on the Landa record label. Some other things on Landa too. It was one of the labels, excuse me, that I collect. But anyway, let us continue here. We got one more from the year 1962. This is an interesting record because Adrian Viterbo emailed me. It's actually, I think it was last week, and he asked me if I had this record as an instrumental. So I said, and I collect Lou Fargo's Fargo label, okay? I do collect that label. There's not really a lot of records on the label. This is like 1024, okay? But it is basically an instrumental, okay? Who sold me this? I think Spence sold me this record for like $5 a long time ago. But it came out in April of 1962. I know nothing of this group. They're called the Ideals. Now, there's a lot of groups that go by the name of Ideals, so I don't think you can mix them up. But the writer on this, the interesting thing is Bob Schwartz. I think the same guy that was associated. He was like I think he owned part owner of the Mohawk label. Charlene didn't put anything here. The Mohawk label, I think also he was part owner of Laurie Records. I think that's the guy that wrote this. But it's basically an instrumental. I think you'll hear the guy talk in the beginning. But it's from April 62. These are the Ideals on Fargo Records. And Charlene doesn't have the title. It's called The Duchess. And we'll send it out to Adrian. Is this the song you were asking for, Adrian? The Duchess. Here you go.
Hey, the Duchess.
Okay, there you go, folks. Instrumentals here on the Vinyl Treasure Show. That had a Runaround Sue vibe to it, is what Ed Brown mentioned. I agree with you, Ed. That group called the Ideals, April 1962. Lou Fargo's Fargo record label. The Duchess is the name of the tune. I Must Be the King is what I must be then. But anyway, so that one there, we'll send that one out to Adrian Viterbo. Got one more bonus track, and then we got a closer to go. That'll do it for the show. So so let us get it here. Okay, and anyway, this group is from the East Harlem section of New York City. Okay, they signed with the AKU, A-K-U record label in 1963, and this was their debut single. Okay, and it features Joe Cariotti. I think that's how you say it. Joe Cariotti on lead, and it came out in March of 63. It was Chris Farrellis sold me this 45 a long time ago. Here are the Delmonicos from March 63 on the AKU record label. It's called You Can Call. Here are the Delmonicos, a bonus track. Here you go.
So blue, it works that way, missing you day after day, but it's over now, I no longer care, so you can call, yeah, you can call, but I promise you nights I sat and cried. You said you'd phone. Oh, how you lied, but my heart is wise. Yeah, it no longer cries. Oh, you can call. Yeah, you can call, but I promise you
Okay, there you go, folks. That is a bonus track. You like Johnny G's bonus tracks? Let Johnny G know. Email me at vinyltreasures@aol.com. Add a little bit to the mix. Maybe you heard some of these records, maybe not. But these are like bringbacks, lots of memories here. Chris Farrellis sold me that record and a bunch of others, I think. Used to buy from Chris a long time ago. March 1963. Those are the Delmonicos on the AKU record label. You Can Call. Of course, they also backed up Denise Germain on a song called Teenage Idol, which is another cool tune that they do with Denise Germain. That's going to do it for Johnny G and the Vinyl Treasure Show. I want to thank you for joining Johnny G, listening to these cool 45s out of my collection. If you want to get in a request to a future Vinyl Treasure Show, please email me at vinyltreasures@aol.com. And if I have the 45, I can fit it in. I'll feature it here, either on the Sunday night program, if it's from, 1958 or later. Okay, but again, it's got to be vocal group harmony or rockabilly. We can play some blues here. We want to stay away from the pop tunes, although I do like some of the, like Sarah Vaughn is nice to play. I have no problem with Dinah Washington and those crooners there. I don't. But anyway, and then also on the Saturday night show, which are the early 1950s, and we kind of close out of there with 1957. So really, you get your pick of your. Some of the guys don't and gals don't like the early style stuff, and some of them don't like this later style. So you get to pick what you want, and if you miss any of it, you can watch it on the archive. Then I'll be back on Wednesday. That is our soul show. So if you have some favorite soul records that you might want to hear on the program or see the originals of, I will feature them if I have them on the program. We feature Northern Soul and Southern Soul and ballads and whatnot, so all types of soul on that on that program. I don't know about Thursday. I have to do my taxes. I got to finish it tomorrow, and I got some other stuff I have to do, but I will get to that Thursday show. I'll let you know well in advance. I will. But anyway, so I want to thank everybody. Thank you, Charlene, again for all your help. And as I mentioned, please consider subscribing to my YouTube channel. I want to get to 4,000 subscribers so I can tell. Listen, we haven't had any AI copyright issues tonight. So that is a good thing. I had one dropout, though, that I lost the recording on. But anyway, we're going to close the show with a rare record. Okay, and this is a request for David Milfred, okay, a transitional sound it is, okay, this interracial group from Trenton, New Jersey. Now, the quintet included Tony Jackson, Johnny Mason, Joe Williams, and Frank Mancuso. Yes, the same Frank Mancuso who previously was the lead singer of the Imaginations on the Music Makers label, and one other singer, Leroy Parham, who wrote this song and I think is the lead singer on this. That's my thinking. This is on the Roe label, ROE Records, which is out of Trenton, New Jersey, and it's Greg charged me $300 for this 45. I don't know what it sells for now, but I think it's a little bit higher than that now for some reason. I don't know. But this is for listener David Milfred, 1963. The group is called the Cordons, COR-DON''S, a rare 45 on the Roe label. It's called Is She the One, is the closer for tonight. I want to thank everybody for tuning into the program, also for all your correspondence and emails. And I will get to them. Give me a little bit of time, but I want everybody to have a safe and happy week. And I'll see some of you on Wednesday evening right here on YouTube and also on Oldies and More Radio. Tell your friends about the program. Just want to say, everybody, so long. Here you go. Here you go, David Milfred, for you, the Cordons. A rare one.
Someone please tell me
tell her for me that I love her so. Can't let her go. For now I know what my heart feels, and now I know that my love for her is real. Now we are one. Our life together has just begun. I wanna know, is she the one? I know, is she the one? I know, is she the one? Now I know, is she